his dance, theater, and fitness background, today's guest has traveled the globe spreading the love and understanding of the importance of movement. He was named the American Dance Award Teen Male Dancer of the Year and is the creator of 567 Broadway. Welcome to the show, Joseph. How are you doing?
Yay. I'm good. Thank you, Toby, so much for having me on. It's always so hard for me to sit. Now I kind of already want to dance.
Yeah. I can imagine that because, you started dancing at the age of 7, if I'm not wrong. And up until today, you have been spreading the news and the message and the importance of dancing. And I'm so excited to have you here on this episode of Mirror Talk. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm just so super excited to learn about your life journey so far. How has it been, starting out at the age of 7, with dancing up until this moment? How's your life and dance journey been so far?
I mean, it's been a journey to say the least. And I really feel like I have been dancing through life my whole, because I started when I was 7. And I love that your show is called Mirror Talk because as a dancer, you were always, when you train in a studio and in front of a mirror, so you have to really learn to watch yourself and critique yourself, which has the pros and cons of it. But I think the thing for me is that I love that dance has helped me be able to look at myself in the mirror in a healthy way. And but there has been moments that it was not so easy, and dance was the thing that pulled me through. And that is, if anybody is listening, that is the main message: is no matter who you are or where you are, no matter what age, no matter every aspect of being a human, I can't encourage everybody to dance enough, whether it be put on a song or take a class, try something, and I'm telling you, it will lead you to some magical places.
I was watching some videos of yours. You've been on Fox News and so many platforms. Congratulations on your success. You've worked with Usher. You've been on MTV. That's so awesome. Your life career has been so amazing so far. And also you make mention of a Mirror Talk. Also, made me remember. I was watching a video of yours. Someone was interviewing you and you were practicing with your golden arts in front of the mirror. And I was thinking to myself that, all these trainers, I'm not a trainer, so I was like, all these fitness trainers, dance trainers, they are so perfect in their ways. They could confidently stand in front of the mirror and, just dance and teach other people how to dance. But I love the fact that right now you're talking about, you are to... You got to accept yourself for who you are, look at yourself in the mirror and accept your flaws. How was that journey like for you, from looking at yourself in the mirror, not loving what you see, to loving what you see?
I laugh because it's such a journey. It really is that is what life is. We all have a story to tell. We all have been through something. And I think that's part of the human experience, and it's not always easy. I think the thing that I'm really grateful for is that I found I call it the magic of dance. It really is something that I didn't really understand what it was doing for me when I found it at the age of 7. And I'm from Phoenix, Arizona originally. And when I found it, I sort of liked it at first, and then I tried baseball and I was like, and then I didn't like baseball at all. And then I was like, let me go back into dance. And I'm really glad I did because, and then I fell more and more in love with movement, with music, but dance, especially the dance studio that I grew up at a place called Spizak Dance Academy in Phoenix, Arizona. And that studio became my safe haven. And it was whatever I was feeling in life, I would learn to dance. And I'm grateful for the dance teachers I've had in my life, many teachers I've had in my life that have helped push me through and helped me see the truth about myself when I couldn't even see the truth. But overall, I just think that I would not be sitting here right now, 100%. I would not be sitting here if it weren't for dance. Dance helped keep me out of trouble. Even when I was getting into trouble, shall we say, in high school, I think dance was the thing that kind of just kept me going just a little bit ahead of that. And I'm grateful for the journey of it all, and the health, not only that, but the health aspect, not only mentally of what it's done for me, but physically what dance did for me. It helped keep me moving, get my heart rate up as a trainer, we have to work our bodies, and it takes it takes work. So, you know, dance was a discipline that helped me in many fun ways to keep moving.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I love the fact that you mentioned, it helping you mentally. And I don't know if you could, enlighten me on that part. How does dancing connect with, our mental state or our psychological state? How can it help us?
I mean, it's part of that magic again that specifically for me and what I've really been through is I grew up in a home that was I knew who I was at a young age, but there was a lot of things that were pulling me away from that. And specifically, I knew I was gay at a young age. And with that, but there was a lot of things. I grew up in the 90s. Like I'm born in the 80s, grew up
Yeah.
really in the 90s. And at that time, there was no way that I was, could have come out in high school. I even knew that I was gay at a younger age. And to have that fear and that shame at a young age, dance mentally was the thing that helped move me forward. So when I like tell my students, when in doubt, dance it out, I have put that into practice
Yeah.
and beyond just my sexuality, shall we say, in many different ways. I have really put dance into practice when I have been scared. These last 2 years, I've been inspiring people. When I had to go virtually, we've been dealing with a global pandemic, which is, as we know, has been extremely hard for the whole world, and in a way has pulled us together to really try and move forward and talk about mental, like to be trapped, to be home, to be scared. I've really encouraged people to dance. Like I'm like, put on music and dance. You have to, and it will refuel you. But I'm grateful that I have had that experience to see what it has done for me in my life. And I do not take that lightly. So when I talk about these things, isn't like, oh, jazz hands, like, yay, like we're gonna
Yeah.
dance, like, which is, don't get me wrong, that's fun, and I love the camp of that all and the
Yeah.
cheesiness. That is, it's great to be like that childlike fun, put on workout costumes, get creative. But it is a big deal to me because I have danced through many depressing moments in my life. I have danced when I did not know if I wanted to, like, I was going to make it through sometimes, honestly. Like I'd be terrified of myself. Like
Yeah.
that's why again I love your show's name of Mirror Talk, because I do remember a time in my life when I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I was so scared of who I was. I was I was terrified. I had so much anxiety, and the one thing that I kept doing was dance,
Those things.
and it helped me move through. It helped me understand, and it's not just dance alone, but it helped pull me to the next chapter, shall we say. And without that, I would not be sitting here.
Yeah. So for someone out there, for example, who is going through what you've gone through in the past, like a depressive state, or cannot look at his or herself in the mirror, how would you advise that person to pick his or herself up and look and even dance, or dance it out, basically? Sometimes you could say, sometimes people relate dancing to being happy and being joyous and jovial, but someone is at the corner of his or her bedroom and it cannot even pull his or herself out of bed, and you're saying dance it out. So how can we summon the courage, or how can we dance out our bad states, basically?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that dance has taught me is that I have the power inside me. I have the strength inside me. It has helped me understand me, and it has helped shown me that I have the answer. Because I know for me, there was a lot of things in my life that was saying, "Oh, this is the solution. This is the thing. This is the thing." And I'm not here to. Obviously, anybody that's listening has to make the choice. But overall, I know for me that when you get up and move, even if you put on music in your room, close the door, if you're feeling sad, maybe put on a sad song and move through that. I know it could feel a little weird, but there
Yeah.
is something that catapults you. If that's the first step of just kind of having a safe space alone to do that, I really, really want to encourage you at home to do that. Close your door, tell people around you, tell your home, whoever's around you, you know what, I need a half hour. You're going to hear some music. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is my time. I don't need this is my thing for me. And put on music, put on your favorite songs. There's the power of music as well. So it's not just dance alone. We wouldn't have dance without, well, we can, but overall music catapults it kind of to the next section.
Yeah.
And I love using that. But also too, once you connect to music, in general too, like try a dance class. There's so many virtual things. Even with me, I teach a thing called 567 Broadway, which is a
Yes.
dance fitness class to Broadway music. Used to do it in Los Angeles in person. I haven't taught in person in 2 years, but I do everything virtually. I created a workout video. I have YouTube stuff, but I work with people virtually and from their homes. And that was something that I never imagined. But come try something with me. There's now thousands of ways to do stuff from your home,
Yeah.
or if there's something in your community, try it. Step out of your comfort zone. I know that might be a little uncomfortable at first, and things take a moment. But when you start moving, when you start dancing,
Yes.
it will um, it will show you the answers that you need for your life. A lot of people sometimes when I'm teaching, or especially like after class when I was teaching in person, they would be like, I'm going through this. What do you think I should like? I'm not a therapist, nor have I gone to school for that. But the thing is that I know is that when you move and when you connect to music, even fitness alone,
Yeah.
when you really take care of your body, there's something, it helps you gain confidence. It helps you understand yourself more. And there's some answers. I don't know. Especially with dancing, I call it dance magic. There's something about it. And when you bring it to the dance floor and then you leave class or you finish and then you're like, oh my gosh, I feel great. And I know what I need to do in my life. I know what I need to do to the next section.
Dance magic. So what's that? Like, can you explain a little bit further on dance magic?
As a trainer, it's natural. Endorphins are real.
Yeah.
So like it's a natural high that the body, when you get your heart rate up and you sweating and you get to that spot, your body gives you endorphins. And it's a natural high that is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But also too, and I feel like it's the body's way of saying thank you for taking care of me, by the way. But also too, when you connect to music and you kind of get lost into music and movement, it takes you to as I can't help but think of what happens, but like you go into the present moment and it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. This world is very complex, shall we say, and being a human has a lot of different things. But you turn on the news, there's lots of things to focus on in a negative way.
Yeah.
You look in the past, there's lots of things that you could focus on in a negative way as well with that. But when you dance in the present moment, it pulls you into the present moment and it's a really beautiful thing. And it also helps you just, especially if there's a song that is like really crazy and upbeat, you just
Yeah.
kind of get out that we have energy. We have a lot of energy. That's why I love in general, beyond dance, I love working out. I love moving. I love getting my heart rate up. It feels, I got to get it. I have to get out that energy. If I don't, you do not want to be around me. I am not a balanced human. And I've been like this since I was a kid. I have a lot of energy, so I have to get it out. And it's healthy. That's a much healthier way than, numbing myself with food, with bad food, with mindless entertainment. Don't get me wrong. I love to sit in front of the TV and watch a good TV show. But I think overall, how do we take care of ourselves in a healthy way? And movement is key.
Yes, shaking it out, shaking it off, and
Oh,
yeah, that's it.
good.
Yes,
I have to do it right now. It feels good.
yes, it does. It does. Yes. So tell me about 567 Broadway. Why is it called 567 Broadway?
So I'm a former Broadway performer. I lived in New York for a little bit, did Broadway national tours. I've always loved theater. Theater has been my thing since I was a kid. Again, I have a lot of energy and I feel emotions. And let me tell you, theater is theatrical. And so Broadway specifically really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I wanted to create something that everybody could do. I believe that everybody deserves to have the chance to dance, shall we say.
Yeah.
And I wanted to create something for everyone, dance wise. So I created a thing called 567 Broadway, which is a dance fitness class to Broadway music. So it's not a dance class, it's a dance fitness class using dance movement to exercise. One could say, like, 80s aerobics, shall we say, to a certain extent,
Yeah.
but think dance fitness. And it's really something that is doable. If someone wants to take it up a notch, they can. If they want to take it down a notch, they can. But I
Yeah.
have people in my virtual classes that are from 18 to 75 from all over the world, and we dance to Broadway songs. So
Yeah.
the first part of class, 25 minutes of cardio and strength training. It's the same every week. I change it up every so often, but that is to help their brain memorize choreography as well.
Yeah.
And then the second part of class, we do different combination, and I break that down. And like this week, we're doing Born to Hand Jive from Greece, and I break it down, and then we do a workout performance. And
Yes.
it's just amazing to see people come together, even virtually. And I record some of the stuff so that they can see it. Don't worry, if you want to turn off your camera, you can. But like, it's just a Broadway music, and having fun that way has always been helpful for me. And then that's where I created that for that.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you bring, your Broadway experience, into the fitness studio. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's a matter of not, it's not just like, oh, we're doing all this exercise, quote
Yeah.
unquote exercise. It's a creative way, as creativity is really, we've been talking about creativity, which dance is creative.
Yes.
And so like using your creativity, fantasy, even like Broadway, I encourage people during class, sing. I'm like, you should sing. If you have workout props, get that.
Mm.
I know there's just so many ways. I think as kids, there's a lot of stuff that like, yay, you can have a sing along class for kids. Why don't adults get that? Like it doesn't need to just be at a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
It can be in a fitness realm, and it should be a safe space. So I really work on creating a safe space for people to move. And I've created content from a workout video, which was a beautiful thing to bring to life before the pandemic. And then I have YouTube stuff. So there's free content as well. And then my live stream classes, and just really a way to encourage people to move
Yeah.
and what works for them. And
Yes.
some people, everybody has a different way. And so I just encourage anybody to try something. I think we're in a new time now. I think we've all experienced a lot in many different ways
That's
these
true.
last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to be heading into, I'm putting out positive energy that we're heading into a new section of growth and of, let's make the most out of this life. Like how can we do the most? And I'm not saying it has to be anything crazy and like I'm going to move, or maybe it is for you, but overall, maybe it's just starting a new class and trying that, and just overall stepping forward and looking in the mirror and facing oneself in a healthy way. Not like, maybe you look in the mirror for a couple seconds and you're like, that's good for today. You're doing awesome.
Apart from your website and YouTube, where can we get these videos from?
Yeah, so everything's at 567broadway.com, and I have all the links there, but it's 567broadway.com. But if you type that into Google, that will pull up many different things from YouTube to the workout video. But if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm in this day and age, it's easy to contact someone, really. And I really want to encourage anybody at home listening that if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to reach out. But you can find my contact information at 567broadway.com.
Yes, so I'll make this link available in the show notes of this episode. So I encourage everyone who is listening to click on the link and connect with Joseph. You're on Instagram also, and on YouTube, everywhere possible. Yeah.
all the social media. Yeah. But that's the great thing. I think that we can really stay connected in this day and age.
Yes, that's true. So for someone out there who's saying, Joseph, this is so beautiful, but I can't simply dance to save my life. But you are saying that I could use dancing to, become a better person. How can I even memorize the steps? How can I watch your videos and, use it as a fitness tool or as a means to make myself improve in my mental state also?
Toby, we're going to get you to dance. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. 2022, 2023. Practice with anything. Practice with whatever you do. I sometimes people come into class and they instantly want to be. I've been dancing since I was 7, so it's been a practice, and it's not always easy. But with anything, that's just what it is. You can't. I always remind people in class, you can't just push a button and be like, yay, I'm now a professional dancer.
No.
Like, and whatever you do, whatever thing you're going to, whether it be even just a fitness class in general, doing a strength training class, it's learning. It's all of us. But I think the main thing I can tell anybody is keep with it. Even when you don't, you're like, I know, or especially if you need a moment, take a moment. But
Yeah.
overall, just keep going. Keep really trying to put your foot forward, one step in front of the other. But practice, 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 and have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Don't. If you mess up, I mess up again. I hope that you can come take a virtual class with me. Anybody who's listening, you too, Toby. But know that these are things that I say in class too. I remind people that it's a safe space.
Yeah.
It takes time. Laugh, sing, yell. Like sometimes in class, I'm like, yell. You got to yell.
Yeah.
But overall, we're doing amazing, and it's been a lot these last couple of years, and I hope that if anybody is struggling, that movement, train with Toby, dance with me. Like there's ways to do things, and just even if it's a small thing today, those things build up more and more if you keep moving. So maybe you just start, you're like, I'm going to do one of my YouTube things, which is free. And you start and you're like, I only did 10 minutes. That's what I can do today. You did 10 minutes and that's
Yes.
really great. So just keep putting your foot forward. I support you, and, we're in this together.
Yes. Do you have live classes or where people could tune in, maybe on Zoom virtually to watch along here?
So I teach a virtual class every Saturday, mostly every Saturday.
Okay.
But again, you can find all the live stream information at 567broadway.com, and I'm always updating that. But that can be taken from, well, I'm in California, so it's 12 p.m. Pacific time, California time. So wherever you are around the world, usually that works. I do have an Australian student that takes, and it's like 5 a.m. her time the next day. So she's committed, and I love it. So I give it up to you, Shelly. But yeah, if you want to come take, and that'd be fun. I love virtual stuff myself because it helps me stay accountable. And some people are fine. They can do a video and not have, they can commit to stuff, but I need to have somebody there kind of, even virtually. It has been super helpful for me as I've had to work out a lot at home myself.
Oh, that's good. Yes, that's true. I mean, we have no limitation right now because of technology, basically. Yeah.
Thank goodness for that. It has its pros and cons, but I think if we look at the positive, thank goodness we've had, look at how you and I are chatting right now. I am from a generation that the internet was created, so I'm aging myself. But I remember when the internet was AOL dial-up, like it was. And now we've really been able to connect to each other. And I think if we focus on how we can use that in a good way, and there's many, the world's your oyster, especially now we've really learned how to move forward with that. And try something, just try. I don't know why, but I feel like if anybody's listening, just try it, see what happens, whatever that's me or with somebody else, just give it a go and see where it takes you, and keep wanting to try stuff.
What do you mean by dance intuition?
Dance has helped me it's helped me know myself. Like it's helped me understand my the voice inside. And I know for me, I used to hide that voice a lot, and dance was the only thing that allowed me to hear it, even if it was just a little bit. Dance, when I would dance, I would connect to it. When I wasn't dancing, then there was other things that were pushing me down not to listen to the voice inside. And to me, that is my intuition. That is whatever you want to call it, connecting to the universe. But I know for me, I am, dance intuition. I've never heard somebody say that, but I like that a lot. I think dance intuition is really beautiful. I think it is 100% the truth, is that, and I'm not, history has shown dance has helped, it's helped people a lot. It's been around for a while, we'll say that, and has evolved a lot, but dance intuition is very real, where it will help you. I always tell people to bring whatever you're feeling to the dance floor. Like if you're going through a lot, bring it to the dance floor. It will help you not only just get it out,
Yeah.
but it will help you maybe understand some things. Because if you hold it inside and it just festers more and more. And I know that from firsthand experience that it doesn't help me understand my intuition. It just makes it makes the answer more I get more confused. And so I'm grateful to have these conversations because it
Yes.
helps these conversations. Not only this helps me understand my journey as well. And I'm really grateful. And now I'm going to take dance intuition with me. I like it. I like it a
That's
lot.
good. Yeah. And you're talking about your life journey. You've achieved a lot. Like, congratulations on starting 5, 6, 7 Broadway. But before that, you were on Broadway, and you've worked on MTV. You've been on Fox News and different platforms. How have you been able to make all of these? I'll get all of these achievements. How have you been able to set your goals and achieve them? And are there like some tools, some tips you could share with myself or with the listeners out there?
Yeah, it's been a journey. I
Yeah.
think the one thing I've learned now, especially at this point in my life, is to be flexible. Like I have dreams. I still very much I there's lots of things that I'm working on right now, but I Broadway was a dream. Like when I was a kid, like Broadway was definitely I was like I definitely want to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
And I worked very hard for that. And when that dream came true, I will never forget when I had my opening night on Broadway. And it was one of those things where I was like, it's here. I can't believe this dream is a reality. But I also do remember once that night happened,
Yeah.
and I've had to work on this as well. But the next day I was like, okay, what's next? Like now I want to like, okay, let's conquer another dream. However, I've had to learn to be like, okay, it's not always about conquering dreams, shall we say, but it's about experiences, it's about
Yeah.
memories, and it's about following. For me, it's been learning to just follow my heart, not necessarily saying, well, I'm going to do this thing because it's a big thing. Follow my heart. That's why I love teaching a lot now, because I love being able to help others through dance, and it is so beautiful. And
Yeah.
it has been so healing for me. And it has also been amazing to watch people come to life. And that was not on teaching was not on my dream list. I will say that teaching was never on my dream list.
Yeah.
But as I've learned to just kind of be flexible,
Mm.
follow my dance intuition,
Yeah.
and let things and follow my heart. I want to be happy. It doesn't. I think that's the thing is what will make me happy and how can I help others is the most important thing. But you know, I think to each their own. Whatever. If your heart is telling you to do something,
Yes.
it's time. It's so if you're listening right now and
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, my heart's been telling me to do this. Yes, I'm here to remind you it's time. It
Yeah.
is absolutely time. And who knows? We'll see what happens. You
Yeah.
know, it's fear. I've had so much fear. I think you
Mm.
can't follow your dreams without a little bit of healthy anxiety or like, woo, I'm gonna have to jump off this. You know, I don't know where this is going, but
Yeah.
I'm a little scared, and it's
Mm.
okay. But
Yeah.
it's the time is now to open that door and see where it takes you.
Yes, there's one thing I've also learned so far on this journey. As long as the fear does not hold you down, it's good to have a little bit of fear that pushes you forward, basically, towards your goal.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
I think, yeah, it's a jug. It's like a balance of figuring out how much I'm going to give into that. But
yeah,
I think, yeah, life being human, yeah, I can't be like, yeah, this is not slightly scary. Like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like
mm,
even when I created a workout video, I had no clue what I was doing. There was lots of things that were giving me anxiety. There was a lot of money going out,
mm,
making this dream a reality, and
yes,
it gave me some anxiety. But I had to learn to work on that, and
yeah,
I was not going to stop. And thank God I've had amazing people around me that
mm,
have helped support me
yeah,
on this journey because I many breakdown moments, and I'm grateful for the people around me that have kept me safe.
Yes, that's the importance of community, right? The importance of, yeah, and it's so wonderful that maybe in the physical class, for example, you have a lot of other students who are dancing together, and they could that way support each other on that journey of dance fitness.
Yes, and even the specifically with that, even these last couple years going virtually and not knowing, that was another thing. I don't know. I didn't know. I barely knew Zoom, and to kind of made me a little fearful of learning something yet again.
Yeah,
That's life. And but seeing the community virtually come together, the dance, especially with the 567 community virtually,
mm,
and seeing the relationships built, the friendships
yeah,
from around the world,
mm,
that is amazing. And I do not take that lightly, and how much they've supported each other virtually.
yeah,
And, community is really important. Dance, for sure, is one of those things. It goes beyond. Dance is its own language. It doesn't matter if you can't even speak the same language.
mm,
Dance will be the thing that you could start dancing and
yeah,
it will speak to each other. And it's really
yes,
beautiful to see. And a dream of mine is to, it's a big dream, but to get the whole world singing and dancing. I want to get everybody that connects us. Dance connects us all around. And I know that we need, the world needs a really positive connection,
mm,
and I think dance is a really great way to do that. And so that's why I'm grateful to have conversations like this, and
yes,
hopefully someone listening, that might be interested in dance and never has done it and feels like, you know what, well, I'm too old now. I can't. No, no, that
no,
is no. I do not. Will never believe that. You could be 85 and this is your first dance class, and that is, you made it. That's
yes,
great. And so whatever it is, but dance is really, yeah, dance is gonna, I know dance will join the world together more and
yeah,
more. It has for
yeah.
centuries.
Is there like a wrong way to dance? Like some say, I don't want to do it wrongly. Joseph, are there some things to avoid or things to look out for while dancing? So I won't hurt myself in the process.
Yeah, there's no really wrong. I always say that like, if you make a mistake, it's okay. However,
Yeah,
your safety is safety is important. So
yeah,
make sure to just really, if you have any injuries and
mm,
you've been to the doctor, remember always that you have to listen to your doctor and follow those guidelines.
yeah,
But also too, yeah, take it slow.
mm,
Don't. There's no end. There's no finish line with this. This is, again, I've been dancing since I was 7,
yeah,
and I can tell you, there is no finish line for me, and there will,
yeah,
I will be dancing until I move on from this world. But the thing is that just be patient with yourself, and and if you have some injury,
mm,
really listen to that, because you won't be able to dance if you don't take care of your injury as
that's true.
well. And this
That's
is
true.
why movement is really important, so that you can keep your body strong.
Yeah. Oh, great. Beautiful. Thank you, Joseph, for everything you've taught me about dancing. And thank you for explaining the magic of dancing to me also. I really appreciate this conversation that we had. But is there something else you would love to share with the listeners and myself? Maybe something I've not asked you or we've not discussed so far?
I mean, I would say that I think we did everything. I just want to encourage anybody again, if you feel whatever your dreams are, go for them.
Yeah.
We'll go for them, no matter how big or small, no matter what your age is.
Mm,
Whatever your heart is telling you to do, and it's a good thing, positive thing in this world, do it.
yes.
Absolutely do it.
Yeah.
And today is the day for that. So I hope that you get up and dance and then conquer that dream.
Yes, that's true. That's good. We're never too old or too young to start living the lives of our dreams. Yeah. And
Never, never,
ne-
never, never.
never too old to start dancing also. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
And thank
love
you so
that.
much for having me on. And I really appreciate it. And I'm grateful to have conversations like this. So thank you.
Wow, you made it to the very end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. I'm grateful for your time, your love, and your contributions. Subscribe, like, review, and share this podcast. God bless you. Bye.